Traders have come to Northwest Alaska for a long time. Summers full of dancing and happy gatherings. There was a time when Kikik was first forming, that the sea animals were scarce and the fish very few. Hard times were to come, the older people said. Stormy winters full of hunger. Nutchit put, once full of seal oil and meat, lay empty. The coldest month, Kilgit, is the most dreaded. Its days cannot be trusted. The sunniest morning can turn into a blizzard with howling winds in a matter of moments. In spring, a woman picks berries on the tundra near a lagoon that leads to the ocean. Sitting on the pebbly shore, she strains her eyes, looking for ripples made by playful fish splashing about. There are none. The woman wonders, might she catch fish if she set her net? Soon, she is back at the shore with her water willow net. After it is set in the lagoon, she resumes picking berries. Salmon berries, her favorite, are everywhere this time of year. The next morning, the woman can see no floats on her fishing net. She paddles close to where the net had been. Before the woman can stick her paddle into the water, a huge splash nearly flips her kayak over. From a distance, the woman peers into the water.
Was it a fish? Nuyaqpalik, one with long hair, who is also a mermaid.
The Nuyaqpalik thrashes about, throwing herself into the air, landing each time with a deafening slap on the surface of the water. The woman's net was made to hold anything it caught. The Nuyaqpalik wasn't going anywhere. After what seems like an endless struggle, she sinks to the bottom of the lagoon. The woman ventures back to her net after the big waves calm. The Nuyaqpalik emerges from the water, showing her beautiful face. She breathes loudly through her nostrils and lunges for the woman's kayak. After she misses, she continues her furious struggle to free herself from the net. The woman, afraid and undecided as to what to do, sits to think. One could not encounter a being like this, half human, half fish, and not feel fear. Stories of the Nuyaqpalik and how they lured people were known. Nuyaqpalik were so beautiful that just the image of a Nuyaqpalik could make someone throw themselves into the ocean to swim after them. Once one was marked, they would not survive.
I could set you free if you would let me,
the woman offers. The Nuyaqpalik bares her pretty white teeth and breathes loudly through her nostrils. She is beautiful, even in her ferocity. Her hair, slightly wavy around her temples, clung flatteringly around her delicate face.
Please stay quiet and let me untangle your dark hair. I am a woman, same as you. If you tip my kayak, we will both drown. I have a family, and they need me.
The woman talks to the Nuyaqpalik to cover up the nervous state she is in. She is precariously close to this unpredictable creature.
You are the loveliest being I have ever seen,
the woman says, knowing she must make the Nuyaqpalik feel better to keep peace with her.
We are facing hard times. Our people have caught little from the sea and the land. It is now autumn, and we are facing cold, stormy days ahead.
She remembers hearing that when one catches an extraordinary creature, they could beg for help. The woman and her community needed help indeed.
We are facing hard times ahead. In desperation, I set my net to see if I could catch fish, but I caught you instead. I did not expect this. If it is in your power to govern the fish, I wonder if you might bring many fish to this lagoon.
The woman finishes untangling the Nuyaqpalik's fine strands of hair and lifts the float line high. As she does so, the Nuyaqpalik's tail rolls out of the water. She's free! She makes a few deafening slaps on the water with her tail and swims towards the ocean. The woman watches for as long as she can see her. The sun hangs low in the west. Where had the time gone? The woman had spent a whole day with the extraordinary creature, an enchantment that could have shortened the day in its own way. The woman's head throbbed now that all the excitement was over. She was about sick from talking too much and decided to keep this day as a secret. But she was not given this opportunity, for the very next day the lagoon was full of fish. And not just any fish, she-fish, a delicious whitefish of the Arctic. Many drying racks were filled with shiny, slightly bluish fish that froze at night and dried a little when the sun came out the very next day, making them flaky and fresh. Not only one, but 2 Nuyaqpalik have been seen in this lagoon since that day, they say. The lagoon was forbidden to people and the story told to children. It was even sometimes guarded out of respect for the Nuyaqpalik, who saved the growing Kikiktagaruk village.